So, yesterday, Beijing staged its largest military parade in modern history. Tanks rolling down the road, stealth jets roaring overhead, and China's newest hypersonic missiles and underwater drones were put on full display. But what really grabbed global attention wasn't the firepower. It was the front row of world leaders Xi Jinping, Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong Un side by side in Tiananmen Square. Xi's speech set the tone. He said humanity once again faces the choice of peace or war, dialogue or confrontation. It wasn't just rhetoric, it was a signal that Beijing sees itself as a central power in a world divided. The parade was meant both as a celebration of China's rise and a reminder of its military reach. Kim Jong Un's presence made headlines too. This was his first trip to China since 2019, and for the first time, he brought along his daughter. Her debut on the international stage is fueling speculation that she's being groomed as his successor. It's a carefully staged image, not just of Kim's regime surviving, but preparing for its future. And behind the scenes, Putin and Kim held a bilateral meeting. Putin thanked North Korea for supporting Russia's war in Ukraine, and Kim pledged to do everything he can to help. This isn't just optics. Last year, Moscow and Pyongyang signed a mutual defense treaty, and North Korea has been supplying artillery shells and other munitions to the Russian front. The parade made that alliance even more visible. For Putin, the trip also had an economic angle. He's been pushing China to move forward with the power of Serbia 2 pipeline, which would reroute Russia's gas exports eastward, a lifeline for his economy right now that is under Western sanctions. Standing next to Xi and Kim, Putin looked less isolated than Washington wants the world to believe. And then there's the U.S. angle. Donald Trump, who for years claimed that only he could cut a deal with Putin, is now watching Putin embrace Xi and Kim instead. On True Social, he wrote this. He lashed out writing, quote, "Please give my warmest regards to Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong Un as you conspire against the United States of America." But in the same breath, he called the parade very, very impressive, complained that America should have been mentioned in Xi's speech, and reminded people that the U.S. helped China very, very much. Kremlin media later mocked his remarks, saying that he was being ironic. The takeaway is bigger than Trump's reaction. This was a moment of authoritarian solidarity on full display. China, Russia, and North Korea, once seen as separate challenges, are now coordinating in ways the U.S. hasn't fully countered. Analysts are calling it the rise of an autocratic alliance. At the end of the day, this wasn't just a parade, it was a warning shot, a carefully staged message that the balance of global power is shifting and that Washington's rivals are no longer acting alone. The question now is whether America will adapt to this new reality before it's too late.